an interesting building over here. We'll be checking it out. That's the road. You can't even tell there is a road. It was totally 100% navigating by GPS just to find the road. The road is through the wash the entire way. 4 miles. Took almost 45 minutes because it wasn't trying to find the road. That's how nasty it was. Now, before we go ahead and check this out, no, we'll just go ahead and start checking this out. And so they had water, sewage. They had a second building that's collapsed. I think it'd be easier to come up around the back side. Yeah. A little swamp cooler. More water. There is a spring back there, which we'll be checking out. Whoa, there we go. Now let's check out the root cellar first. Little net. And that's a pretty good root cellar. Look at the mildew on the ceiling. I think they actually kept the animals in here. It's almost what it looks like. Because you got the net, you got a heating source. Let's see if we can get into this building. It's completely washed out in the front where the door is. '30s, 40s electrical. But look, you got modern PVC. So this thing was either scrounged, salvaged, or it was mined for a very long time. Ooh. I'm going towards salvaged. Wow. Still works. I think a lot of it's just been salvaged because you got a somewhat modern junction box or light box. Nice gas stove. Fiberglass insulation. Yeah, I just think it was salvaged from different locations. Hey, does it still work? No. They even had a shower. Huh. It's very interesting. Very interesting. All right, now comes the fun part. Getting back down. Yeah. Did it without killing myself. Okay, we'll get ourselves back up here because we're heading up there next. Nice looking propane water heater, or what's left of it. And you can see the foundation here, or the pad. I did walk around to find out where everything was. And then I went back, got my camera and my gloves. So that was the first time I was actually in that building. Those pipes are still active. You can see right up there, that's where the spring is. I'm going to show you why they're still active. A couple nice tanks. And those tanks are left over from the mine because their mill was over here. There's their mill, or what's left of it. But this is why it's still active. Nice little guzzler. I know it needs to kind of be cleaned a little, but you can see this is sitting on top of a large tank. Check this out. Come on. There we go. Look at all that water. Yeah, I say this tank's pretty much full. Hold on. There we go. Don't want little animals falling in there. But get an idea of the road. That is the road. Can't even tell it. You got a head frame over there, and I have no clue how to get there. The road is completely obliterated, and the washes have some really deep climb outs. So I have no clue how I'm going to get over there. Might have to save that for another trip. Also, considering it's starting to get late, and I'm trying to get to a sand dunes. Probably heard of them, the Kelso Dunes. About 2 years ago, I was staying at the Kelso Dunes, and it was in May, similar weather to what we're having now. 90 degrees in the daytime, 50 to 60 degrees at night. And I stayed there during the Hunter full moon. And that was the first time I heard the dunes sing. And it sang for about a minute and a half. It was quite beautiful. I've heard other dunes sing, but I've never heard that one. So that was pretty cool. So that's the spring. Essentially, it's a buried seep so that the animals don't go around and mess with it and destroy the water source. All right, I am going to go ahead and grab my light and my helmet, and I'm going to head over to the mine that is in that direction. I'll see you then. I have everything I need, my helmet, my light. Now, what I was going to show you in the first segment, and I decided not to, it's just right up here. Changed my mind on that because it was like, it's on the way to the mine tunnel. They had platforms here. That means they must have had some other buildings. like there. It almost looks like a tent platform because there's no sign of wood. Yeah, so I'm wondering if they might have had like a canvas tent here at one point in their time. One time. And so that you guys know, this is not a safe mine. Main reason is what they call a drift mine. The reason why it's called a drift, it goes through loose soil, sediment, and skims across the bedrock. I haven't been in it yet, so I don't know. It might actually go into bedrock eventually. But check out that drill steel. It's starting to delaminate. All right, bear with me. I got to climb. Ow. Landed right on my big toe. Okay. Just turned on my light. But you can see what I mean. It's just loose sediment. Really no structure. I have no clue how big this is going to be. Ouch. Yeah. See, this is just all sediment. Check out the top. It's steel. That's wasp. You can see how nasty this dirt is. Needless to say, I will not be poking it that much. Oh, we got a bat. Makes me wonder how many semi-precious gemstones or even some pretty agate and jasper would be in this stuff. Okay, now we're into hard rock. So this is the hard rock. You can see the pick marks. So that entire section from where I'm standing to that door is very dangerous. Good God, how wide were these guys? Well, somebody had a coke addiction. Look at the pick marks at the end. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, turned out to be a very, 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 very small mine. But I want to show you something before I sign off. Hey, look at that. So this is all sandstone. And they did some drilling and some blasting probably, but most of it they probably just did it by hand. And see, now we're back into the sediment. You see that nice contrast. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. I mean, just look at those layers. Pretty. I just turned my light off. Come on. So, there was sandstone in the back. That explains that red dirt there. Okay, that's the end of today's video. If you found this interesting and get you excited to do some exploring on your own, do it. Have fun, be safe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. After I figure out how to get down off of here without falling flat on my face.